been a long day. Oh, hi, Benjamin. Benjamin thinks this food's for him. Hello, everybody. Thank you for watching. I'm back today with a little mukbang video. I haven't done one of these probably like a year, and I posted on Instagram and said, what do you guys want to see next? And it was between this and a holiday makeup look, which I was like, you know what? This one won, so this one will come first. But I had to get ready anyway, so I decided to film this holiday makeup look as well. So I did like a new technique, like that fox eye look, so I feel like I look really different, but I love it. So stay tuned because that will be my next video. Sorry, I have baby man on my chair. So I figured let me film this in my beauty room today because I have like this nice big open table. I am so hungry. I purposely didn't have breakfast because you know how these usually go, and I ordered a lot of food. I'm gonna answer some questions and just kind of chat with you guys. I feel like it's been a while and I'm excited. I'm starving. I ordered my food and I didn't go and grab it from the porch right away. And when I went to go look, I opened my door and my food wasn't there. They dropped it off at a different door because they send you a picture. So we were like walking around the neighborhood, driving around the neighborhood trying to find it. We couldn't find it, so I had to reorder everything. And of course I ordered way more than I normally do, so I'm so hungry. Okay, so we're gonna do Chinese food today. I've never done Chinese food. It's like ASMR? AMSR? I don't know. ASMR, right? I have a lot to update you guys on, and I'm going to show you guys what I got. So I quickly wanted to, I know this is probably a question a lot of people have been asking, and I haven't talked about it, and I was a little nervous because I know a lot of people are probably going to be upset, but I felt like it was time that I'm honest with you guys because I am no longer vegan. I really don't eat meat much at all. I'm more just like fish, and then I still love like a lot of my vegan meals. Like a lot of stuff that I just came to like love ends up being vegan, but I'm not anymore, and I wasn't while I was pregnant. And I was always so afraid to say anything because I know how the community was when I had posted a video and I talked about having eggs for breakfast or something. That's when like I kind of got like attacked on every angle. And then, I did my research, and I think being vegan is like so amazing. And I probably will be again at one point because of how much I did love it and how I felt. But it's been well over a year, and I figured it was time to let you guys know. So I do have some shrimp that I ordered, but the rest is all like vegetable stuff. So please don't hate me. Honesty is key. So we got a little bit of sweet and sour shrimp. We got spring rolls. We got the sauce. I got everything like in small sizes because let's be real, I don't need the big sizes. Okay, we got a little vegetable fried rice. I've ordered from this place before. I don't have like an amazing Chinese. Oh my god, how cute. This is definitely white rice. I don't have like an amazing Chinese place by me that I've found. I don't know. Usually when I order fried rice, I like when it's, that's more white rice. I don't need two of those. We got some, oh my god, it smells so good. Vegetable lo mein. I ordered a lot. We got a little, I don't know if this is shrimp with broccoli and shrimp. And we got sauteed string beans. Oh, didn't I order something else? I thought I ordered one more thing. Oh, I love sauteed string beans. So I figured let me sit here and I'll open these just for the aesthetic of the video. And Benjamin, anytime I eat, he always thinks it's for him. So, I don't know how they expect me to open this. I never had sweet and sour shrimp. Ooh, Ben. Got my fork and my knife. Alright, I just need to dig in because I'm so hungry. So, I made like a list of, I guess, some stuff I wanted to talk about today. Obviously, the first thing being that I'm not vegan. I feel like a weight is lifted now that I just said it out loud to you guys. Let me see some of your questions. And then I have a couple things that I'll talk about if no one asked that. What the fuck is this? This is a big ass shrimp. All right, well, I'm about to eat that. I always find it like weird, but I know this is what you're supposed to do, that like eating on camera, but That's the point, right? Oh, I don't have a napkin. Shit. Oh well. Should I get a napkin? I like almost have my taste back. Me and the baby had COVID last week. And we had a quarantine for 10 days. So today was like the first day that actually worked out good that I'm doing the mukbang today. It was the first day that I'm starting to get my taste and smell back. I had a wedding on Saturday, the Saturday before I was sick. So I'm guessing that's where I got it from. You never know. It could have been like from Starbucks, you know what I mean? You never know like where. So me and the baby both woke up sick on Monday, and in order to go to my doctor's appointment, they said I had to just get a negative test. So when I went and got the test, it came back positive. So I was like so upset. I felt like shit. I felt like I had the flu, but not as bad. And I was like sick for like 2, maybe 3 days. Like I felt like crap. As far as the baby, he really didn't have a fever. It was like just really like congestion, and he was coughing a little bit, but he was like the happiest little camper. So we had a very lonely couple of days, but I'm very grateful that we had a mild case, and we are both recovered. So okay, so I see a couple of these, and this was actually on my list of stuff I wanted to talk about, but I know I have to eat while I talk. So about like how did I lose the baby weight, did you go on a diet after giving birth, all that. So as of yesterday, I have lost 50 pounds, which is freaking crazy. But that was like right before I gave birth. The last time I weighed myself, I was 39 weeks pregnant. And then to today, I am 50 pounds lighter. So a lot of the weight came off like instantly. So I would say like within like the first 2 weeks, I probably lost 20 pounds just from the baby and all the fluids and all of that. And then I don't ever eat like this much food. I eat pretty... I'm trying to see if you could see everything. Benjamin, you're gonna sit here the whole time, bubby? I eat very healthy. I've always been a healthy eater, and once I was fully recovered, which was probably about a month after I gave birth, I did start working out. Just like light at first, and now like I'm just starting to like pick up heavier. But I really feel like breastfeeding probably helped a lot. They say it burns so many more calories. So I was actually eating more than maybe I normally would, because I knew I had to make sure I was getting enough nutrients for me and for the baby. So I wish there was like, oh, I did this, and the weight like came off. But I got pretty lucky in that a lot of it like just kind of slowly, naturally came off, because I was such a firm believer, and I still believe that that if you want to lose weight quick, like my piece of advice is to go plant-based. Because does anyone else's dog do this? Because when I was vegan, I couldn't gain weight even if I wanted to. It was like the craziest thing. I always start my morning off with oatmeal, a smoothie, and just eating healthy. So that's really it. And then again, keeping busy, keeping active, and I think breastfeeding. So I also have seen a lot of people ask me like if I am still breastfeeding. So I actually just recently stopped. The baby turned 8 months on December 10th, and I officially stopped probably at like 7 months. So not that long ago. I lasted longer than I thought I was going to. No one really talks about the hardships with breastfeeding. Everyone just kind of, makes it seem like it's just natural and comes easy. And it was really hard for me in the beginning. I used to cry while he was feeding. Maybe he had like a tongue tie or something. The doctor never told me that he did. In the beginning, my sister was still doing it, so I would call her, I'd call my friend Daphne, and they would just like push me through it, like keep going. So I definitely would do it again if I had more children, which I want to have more children. I definitely would do it again, because once the pain subsided, it just became natural to me, and I didn't start pumping for a couple months, which I would do definitely sooner, because I feel like it would have helped me make more milk. Like my baby is chunky. You guys have seen him. So I obviously was producing enough, but whenever I pumped, I never like was one of those girls that pumped like 5 or 6 ounces like per boob or whatever. It was always like maybe 2, maybe 3 ounces total per boob. So I think pumping earlier if you guys are going to try it, is good because it'll help increase your milk supply. That way you can give bottles and people can help you. No one was able to help me. I'm going to put the dog out of the room. Sorry, guys. But no one was able to help me feed him for a while because I was exclusively just giving him my boob. Come on. You're done here. Let's go. Well, I tried putting him out, but he is barking. The baby's sleeping, so I can't have that. So I actually am getting him trained. I have someone coming to the house at the end of the month. I know, like, everybody wants to know about my relationship. That's, like, probably one of the #1 questions. But I did address it in another video. And I just feel like, I know I never kept my relationships private in the past. That part of my life I'm going to be keeping private for now because there's just too many moving parts in it. But I'm good. He's good. The baby's the happiest baby in the world. And that's all that matters. Justin Medina wants to know, did I get a nose job? No, I've never gotten a nose job. This is my nose. I know how to contour it really, really well. Diary of a Cool Mom. How much does BB Renz weigh now? He weighs 22 pounds. He's a big boy. Miss Melissa wants to know, what's my favorite cocktail? It used to just be, not that it's like my favorite, but if I was going out, I would get vodka tonic with extra lime. But that's not really, like, my favorite. Now, I really love tequila. Or, like, just a glass of red wine. Cabernet is my favorite. Josh, Cabernet. That's really what I've been drinking anytime I've been out, is just wine. Really quickly, I'm going to just tell you guys a quick story because it's so crazy. So, yesterday, I got my mom a watch for her 60th birthday. And we went to a store near where I live so they can size it. And I only thought of this story because someone asked how I thought of Lorenzo's name, which I think I told you guys the story, but Anthony's mom actually said it, and when I heard it, I was like, oh my god, I love that name. And I'm not Italian, Anthony is, and his family, so it wasn't like I wanted an Italian name, but when I heard it, I was just like, oh my god, it's such like a strong, like, handsome man name, but like also like a adorable, cute baby name. So I just absolutely loved it. But we were in this jewelry store yesterday, and I saw a pair of diamond studs, and I have a pair of diamond studs, but they were like, you know, a little bigger, and I just wanted to look at them and try them on, and I tried them on, and I love them, and I look on the little tag, and it says Lorenzo, and then 3.1 carats, which 31 is my lucky number, and it said Lorenzo. So I was like, why does it say Lorenzo? I asked the jeweler. So I guess that was the name of the, I guess the guy they got the diamonds from. I can't handle this. I have to use my hands for this. So how freaking crazy. Like, out of everything in the store that I decided to try on, the earrings that I really liked said Lorenzo and then had 3.1 carat total weight, which my number is 31. So, you know, it took me a lot to walk out of there without those earrings. I was like, oh my god, it's a sign, it's meant to be. It's Lorenzo's Christmas gift to me. And my mom was like trying to negotiate a price because she knows way better than I do on how things should cost. And she was like, they're ripping you off, you're not getting them. I keep thinking about them though. Sarah, not a question, but thanks for being my idol since I was 12. You're amazing. I'm 22 now. I love you so much. That's so crazy. 12 and now you're 22. I remember 22. 20s are fun. 20s are hard. The early 20s was like probably the hardest because it's like you're trying to figure everything out, but yet you're still like young, but you think you're an adult. You think you've got it all figured out. It's hard. So I pray that you are well and all the people watching this are well and doing good. And I love you guys. So do you still wish to ever get married? Of course. Like, that's what I want more than anything one day, but when the time is right. And if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen, you know? But obviously that would be a dream for me. Oh, that's Jackie wants to know, mommy question, did you ever deal with overtiredness for baby boy? How do you handle if so? So I don't know if I've talked about this before. There's an app called Huckleberry. I downloaded it and I did pay to have it's called Sweet Spot, and it gives you, like, depending on how many naps you type in, and you keep track of, I always keep track of when he's up and when he naps, like how long he naps, and it tells you when his next nap will be. So when I tell you it's like to the minute, I never let him really get overtired because I know when his nap should be. So like whatever time it says, like 15 minutes before that time, sometimes 20 minutes, I will start trying to get him down at that point. And it has been so helpful, and he really is like the happiest baby ever. I feel like he's getting his sleep when he should. He just started sleeping through the night. Like when he was feeling sick, he was sleeping amazing, and now that he's feeling better, he's like finally sleeping. I taught himself how to sleep better through the night because he was waking up like 2-3 times, like it was up for like an hour each time. So you know, I hadn't had sleep in so long, so when we were both sick, you know, every nap that he had I was taking with him, and I got to catch up on some sleep, which was really nice. Why did I decide to stop breastfeeding? Not judging, just genuinely curious. Sorry guys, I'm getting full, that's why I'm done eating. Why did I stop? I stopped because I was gonna stop at 6 months. That was like my goal, like let me get to 6 months. But I stopped because my misguided launch, I had so much work that I had to do behind the scenes and, you know, on camera and all of that. And I really needed the help as far as like giving him bottles. And I never would do back-to-back formula bottles. If I ever did, it was like one a day. It was just like what I wanted to do. And I could never pump enough. Like I would have to pump all day long to get like enough for like a bottle or two. So it just wasn't realistic for me to like continue to breastfeed while I'm trying to get back to work and all of that, because I didn't pump as much. If I was pumping enough and I was getting enough milk, I would have happily just put it in the freezer and stored it and had people give bottles that way. But it wasn't realistic for me, unfortunately. Plus, he started getting teeth and he would bite down on my boob. It would hurt so bad. But I highly recommend it. I don't know if I said this before, but I highly recommend it if you can, of course. It was an amazing bonding experience, and, you know, it's the best thing for your baby. But some people don't produce milk. Some people choose not to. Some people can, and that's fine, too. However you got to get your baby fed, you get him fed, whether it's formula or breast milk. So there's no judgment either way. A lot, like, every question I see is everything I've answered so far. So I feel like I really answered most of your questions. Was there anything else I wanted to talk about? Why didn't the full collection drop? Really wanted the brown puffer. I know. I only have one sample of the brown puffer, and I have one size. It's like a 4T for the baby, and they never came. I don't even want to. I'm angry about it. I don't know. I still never even got a response. They told me it was going to launch, and it never did. So, unfortunately, I guess at this point it's not coming. I just want to say I joined TikTok. I don't know if you guys saw. If you didn't, please follow me. But I saw so many of your guys like try on hauls on there, and it was like the cutest thing ever. I've never been a TikTok person. I never even had the app. But I caved, and again, staying home for 10 days with not much to do, I was like, you know what? I need to just like get back into like everything. And I know TikTok is the future, or so they say. So make sure to follow me if you guys are on it. I think it's fun. I did like the reels and stuff, so I guess it's the same thing, but I love you guys. Thank you for all the support with my clothing line, with El Maquillage, with everything. Literally, like, I'm so blessed to still be getting these like amazing opportunities and, you know, creating products that I know you guys are going to love, that I am obsessed with and I use every single day. So yay. So I know in my last Q&A I did with my sister, a lot of people were saying that I seemed like off and just down, and, you know, I get it, and I wasn't feeling well, and, you know, every day is different. So there's highs and there's lows, and, you know, you figure it out as you go, but that's okay. Like, you're allowed to have those ups and downs in different seasons of your life. It's going to happen, and you got to take the good with the bad. And I feel like the bad times, you know, they make you appreciate the good that much more. And if things were good all the time, then you wouldn't appreciate it. So it's like when things are good and things have been really good, like, I just appreciate it that much more. And, you know, with everything going on in the world these days, it's like, what's important? Family and self-love is something that people don't talk about enough, and something that I feel like I've always been a very, like, self-conscious person that criticized myself a lot. And I started journaling, and I started, you know, doing more positive affirmations and just, like, doing more positive things for myself, because self-love is first and foremost. You know, I suggest therapy if you guys need therapy. I suggest journaling if you need to get your feelings out. It's just a way to, like, let out the thoughts from inside that you constantly keep in. It's just a way to get it out. You don't have someone to talk to. So I'm so full and I'm hot. And I wanted to start editing this video for you guys. So I think that's it for now. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope I answered some of your questions. I love you so much. Thank you for watching. I hope everyone has an amazing weekend if you see this before the weekend. If not, have a great week. And until next time, I'll see you guys later. God, I almost forgot my fortune cookie. I gotta just do the fortune, right? Like the egg. You will reach the highest possible point in your business or profession.
Wow.
Ooh.
Ooh, that's a good one.